So now the next series of parts I'm going to be painting are all the white parts that makes up the Moon Gundam. And there are a lot of these parts. And I'm not painting it white. I mentioned before I'm going to be using 315 gray FS. Oh god, FS 18440. You know, I am going to need new prescriptions soon. 16440. And this is a very, very super light grayish tone, which I thought would be appropriate to use this instead of like regular white. White would have been great, and an appropriate use, but I thought this would be a lot easier. Let me just mix it a bit because it is a good mixture. And unfortunately, you can barely notice it. There is good coverage here. But you could, let me see if I could do a side-by-side comparison with one of these parts. Hold on a second. If it can be seen easily, you could see the different tone color. I don't know if I could see that through the camera. I have a lot of these white parts to take care of. Then I'm going to wait until it dries. I'm going to top coat it. Matter of fact, I'm going to top coat all the parts because there are parts here that needs to be masked. So I want to get a good coverage. You know, I want the paint to settle under it, and then that way I can mask it off and give it the next color tone. And I just realized, I think this part was the other color tone. Didn't need to paint the other color. Shoot, I didn't realize that. Let me just review that, man. So, I know I was going to do that white, and then this and this was going to be the dark color tone. This one will be lighter tones, so let me look for the other one and not paint that. I know it's already two-tone with this one. So yeah, so that's gonna be dark. That tip's gonna be dark. This whole section going around would be dark. So this is light. This is dark. Okay, so just want to see how I'm doing this. So I know that certain areas. If I paint one part all white, all, you know, the gray tone, I can then mask off the rest. But then if it's only one part that's separate, where I don't have to paint. I don't have to paint two, you know, the light tone then the dark tone. So all right, I think I got it. Paint going down nice and smooth. Face mask. So this big part. There's going to be a lot of masking with this one because I see a lot of cool areas to work with. Let me just get the overall coverage base color first. too. That's good. That is good. Alright, so instead of me wasting my time showing you all this, I mean, there's a lot of parts here. Let me continue on, finish this, and then we'll move on to the masking phase. Because clearly when we mask, it's going to be for 2 to 3 colors that I've already have set aside. So give me some time to take care of this, and we will continue on. Okay, so I've been spending pretty much most of my time after finishing painting all the parts, not all of them of course, but painting all the parts, masking the parts that you see right here. And I'm about to almost run out of masking tape. I believe I have more, but I should have enough for what you see here. Masking these is, oh my god, a pain to not only get the right, get it, the circles perfect, but also getting the sides, making sure that you get these, the areas there, pressing it on, make sure they don't come off, having these ready for me to spray paint them. And that's just the white side. The red side was same thing, but this one's actually a little easier because it's more flatter. So the one thing I think I have to do is do this, because there is a notch there, and I want the painting to go right through all that. Some parts I missed, so I'll have to take care of, put a masking tape over it, as you can see there. The white parts, some white parts were easy to do. This is the forearm, so I got that back part done. Didn't do the front part because in reality that front part doesn't matter because this is the forearm one. Where is that other part? Oh yeah, I put it over there. So the front part for the foot, so I can pick the back part. This one for the bottom calf of the leg, which now I need to review because I was looking at the book, the manual that is, and let me see here. So this is this one? I could be wrong. Yeah, that's this one. So okay. So at the bottom part I'm painting the one-tone color. Alright, I thought there was another design here, but I didn't see that in the book. Maybe I'll have to review it again. The side, the waist, the side parts of the waist, and then of course the back skirt. Which now, there's a little bit of dust here. Just gotta wipe it off, and I'm gonna probably sand off a little bit using a little bit of sand, a light 10,000 sanding sponge to wipe off a few things. I've noticed that during the paint job, there's a little bit of particles, so I'll take care of that. This one I gotta work with. Actually, let me just do this right now. Hold on a second here, guys. There we go. I'm using that little thing that I purchased, one of those things that I always see Tim from Child of Mecca uses. First thing I want to do is I want to Make a circle around this. There's a little itty bitty notch there, and that annoys me. And I'm going to use the pointy part of this to kind of like do a little rubbing there, and of course that breaks off, but that should be annoying. Now alright, that's okay. It wasn't deep, it was just a quick slide. Slow, like that. There has to be a better way for this. One would argue, yes, there is. I've seen chiseling tools, or like carving tools, yes, that come in various curvatures for people who use to carve putty or sculptures. And that would probably be a good idea to like do like a pounding on the tape to get the shape you want. So now I gotta make sure that's right. Alright. I'm going to review this again. I'm going to cut like round parts out of the tape that I have left over, so I can get the edges around, so I don't miss anything. I don't want the paint to bleed in. And as you can see, I'm only doing the circles. I'm not doing the other inside details because, in all due fairness, the separation, well, not this one. We'll use this one as an example. I was gonna paint the inside, but this section here, from here, the design is so thin that I would have been like carving slices of tape just to put it on. I would have been here like forever to do something like that. I'm almost literally done. I have the remaining purple parts to do. And I haven't done I haven't done the charcoal parts yet. So yeah, this has taken up a tremendous amount of time for me. A tremendous amount of time. I never thought that it would take me this long to mask parts, but then again, usually when you mask, in the past when I masked, it was only a few parts that I realized that got some great detail. But this one has a tremendous amount of detail. Like here, I masked this one so I could show this part, so I could paint this section here. The purple parts you see here, I masked this whole section, just exposing these two, of course. This design back here. Sorry if I didn't put it. Okay. And this whole section around here and here, and the edges there, because I have to paint these parts here. As a matter of fact, alright, so for the white parts and the black parts, no, correction, for the white parts and the red parts. For the white parts, I was going to use either, well, I have two grays here. So on the light side of the white, I'm going to use grayish blue, while on the red side, I'm going to use a regular gray 305. So it's a slight difference in tone, as you can see there. I was going to use Titan's blue again on this, but then I think that will kind of be a little too off. Now, yes, I did say that I was going to paint this side inside yellow, but then I would have to paint yellow on the thrusters and the front skirt, which in reality, and here's the skirt here, it actually broke off while I was putting this on, but that doesn't mean anything because of course that's okay. I'm just going to paint the black, or sorry, I was going to paint this color in there, as well. And I'm not going to do yellow. So for this one, I was going to paint this color here. But for this color here. But for the trim here and here, I've been digging this violet, this more lighter tone purple for this. So I think I'm going to use this for this. And then, well, what I'm going to do is going to paint this whole section here purple, this purple. This part will be this color tone. So once I finish painting this, I'm going to mask this off again and then start painting the darker color tone. So that will be for that. Here's the back calf leg, which I'm also painting. I'm going to paint the purple back here, while this one will be the darker color tone. I haven't started working on the feet and all that stuff because the purple came out nice. And I'm going to probably mask off everything and exposing this part here and this part here. That's going to be difficult to do. Yeah. This one, most likely just this part, because that would be the violet color tone I'll probably end up doing. So this under the arm, but whether it's going to show or not, I don't know. Haven't figured that one yet. We'll figure it out sooner or later. And then, you know what? I did say I was going to put thrusters on this. After seeing what I had, it wasn't going to work. The two circle parts here, and this little notch. I'm going to paint it that purple tone, that violet tone color. You know what? Here's something that I'm probably never going to paint, but I'm going to probably do it. That little part there, that little part there, and the strip here. I'm going to paint that this color. And like I said before, the charcoal parts I haven't done like this one, so I have to mask this off. And I want to paint it metallic because the vents is pretty much interestingly enough to do something like that. So I'm gonna probably mask off everything to show off these two. These two little holes there, and these two holes and all that, so that way, and then the vents here, so that would be metallic. The gun is the one thing that I'm more interested in. This is Titan's Blue 1, so I was thinking that'd be, well, now I don't know if I should either darken certain areas, like this part, this whole section. So I can expose this, expose this, the bottom part of this, the tubing here, and maybe this entire section. This is going to take a lot of masking also. Didn't realize that now until I reviewed it, because it is a detailed weapon here. And then we have this part here. There's a lot of things. I cannot believe it. This is taking me a lot longer than I realize. But once I have it all masked off and ready to go, we'll begin painting. Alright, so give me some time.